I always hit the wrong button when I want to open this up. Alright, gotta be a good time to save, right? Gotta be. What up? Why haven't you gone inside yet? Eek. I humbly request you refrain from scaring me, but we should probably get going. Do not go. You mustn't go. Just a whisper, I hear it in my ghost. You're not the only one with a bad feeling about this, however. That still doesn't mean we can skip out. Ah, you also speak the truth. I suppose I have no other choice. No choice. I should head in too. What could Monokuma possibly want with us? I'm curious to see what will happen this time. Just as I was starting to get bored. Why are you all bwahahahaing? Are you incapable of putting on a more pleasant face? Such as, say, the beaming smile shown at the close of each episode of our nation's beloved housewife anime? I'm more concerned about the fact that he can laugh at all right now. Who is it you should really be concerned about? Huh? What do you mean? Nothing. I was just expressing my amazement. You don't want to live here, but you don't want to kill anyone. You've rejected every opinion given to you. And are just wasting away time without a goal. I'm amazed you can live with yourself like that. I have an idea or two. Yes. Weren't you going on about how you were so certain the police would come and save us? How'd that ever turn out? I don't see any evidence of us having been rescued. Well... What is going on with that? It is rather strange. The police couldn't possibly overlook something like this happening in a school in the middle of the city. The police are useless. Or perhaps the puppet master just has so much power he has control even the law enforcement. He can control even the law enforcement. Wow. Oh hey, this might be totally irrelevant, but if it's not relevant, shut your mouth. Sorry, no can do, dude. Yesterday I was chilling in the entrance hall, and while I was there I heard something. What did you hear? I'm not sure how to describe it. What did it sound like? Like I said, I don't know how to describe it, but if I had to try, something like a construction site. Construction? True as truth, it might have just been my imagination, dude. I could only barely hear it. I'm sure you were just imagining it. Your ears were ringing or something. What you talking about? There he is. Hagakure didn't hear construction sounds. He heard explosions and stuff. Explosions? Like machine guns firing. They're not unlike sounds you might hear at a construction site. What the hell are you talking about? My lips are zipped and I've thrown away the key. It's classified top secret. Then at least tell us what you can. Why do you want us all to come here? You're an impatient one, getting down to business, but first things first, I've got some complaints of my own. I've been feeling kind of blue lately. My stitches are coming loose and I'm not as bright as I used to be. I think the problem is I'm bored out of my mind. I need some excitement, some danger, some witty one-liners. If you don't mind me being blunt about it, this sucks. We need another villain up in here like No Wish. And it is for this reason I have decided to present you guys with your next incentive. Incentive? You mean like those videos? Are you saying you're going to show us something crazy again and try and decide another murder? Incite another murder? You're making me sound like the bad guy. I don't know what you're plotting, but no one is going to kill anyone. Try whatever you want, it's not happening. Oh, really? That's nice. Give it your best shot. Well, I'm gonna get started here. The theme of today's incentive is shameful memories and deep dark secrets. Everyone who's ever lived has accumulated their share of shameful memories and deep dark secrets. so I've taken it upon myself to do a little digging and uncover all the skeletons in you guys' closet. That top secret information is right here in my hand, sealed within these envelopes. I will be distributing them in just a moment, so check out what I've dug up on you. As the last word left his mouth, Monokuma tossed the envelopes at our feet. Nervously, I reached down and grabbed the envelope with my name on it, and slowly read what was written inside. My body tensed up instantly. Naegi wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. What? Why? How did you discover this? Gasps and grunts rang out from all directions. You've got 24 hours. If you don't have a new villain by then, I'm gonna tell the whole world everyone's deepest, darkest secrets. I might even get a bunch of people together and have them go door to door spreading the truth. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my, the shame. Is it your incentive? This is your incentive? Darn tootin', y'all don't want your dirty laundry out for everyone to see, do you? While, yes, that's not something I want people to know about, I wouldn't kill someone just to prevent it from getting out. Say what? Exactly. You're a fool to think otherwise. No one would murder anyone over something so trivial. Well, crap. I figured memories was a great word to make you guys think about the outside world. And there's also the fact that you don't want anyone to know about them. So I just thought that this was a great way to, you know, sigh. I guess this means nobody's gonna die. Lame. Well, whatever. At the very least, I'll enjoy what little satisfaction I can squeeze from revealing your secrets tomorrow. That awkward moment when you realize it was all for nothing. Gonna go cry myself to sleep now. Blah. With his shoulders slouched and head down, Monokuma retreated to the far end of the gym. I was kind of scared at first, but it looks like we all dodged a bullet. I mean, yeah, having our secret spilled is kind of embarrassing, but there's no way that's enough incentive to commit murder, you know? Soldiers, I have a proposition. Let's get this out of the way now and reveal our secrets to one another. That way, this incentive will lose its meaning. It's a great idea if I do say so myself. I'll go first. My shameful memory is of when nobody wants to hear you tell embarrassing stories. What? Anyway, count me out. I don't want to tell. It doesn't matter what anyone says. I'm not telling. Even if I wanted to share, it's not possible. And that makes us all the more curious. It's human nature, so please do tell. I will not. Come on, it's not hard. Just tell us. Once again. Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it. I said I don't want to talk about you, you fucking putrid sack of lard. Ah! I concur. There's no need for me to reveal anything. And what about you, Fujisaki? I'm sorry. I don't really want to say anything right now, but I can't go on like this, so I'll promise I'll tell you later. I'll work really hard so I'm strong enough to tell everyone. If you don't want to, you don't need to force yourself. Truth is, I don't want to say anything either. As much as I don't want to admit it, Brozoom, with this much resistance, it looks like you're outvoted. Well, it is what it is. Regardless, no one here is going to commit a murder over something as trivial as this. Yeah, exactly. Nobody's got a past so dark they'd go as far as killing someone just to keep it hidden, right? While the motive to reveal our secrets early has failed, I recommend you all prepare yourselves before the 24-hour deadline expires. Having our past put on display is shameful, but that shame weighs far less than another human's life. So, don't make any hasty decisions. The more you stress the point, the more you stress me out, too. Oh, my apologies. I know it's unthinkable, but... May I have your attention, please? The time is now 10 p.m. Night time is now in effect. Anywho, dude, it's late. Let's just call it a night and get some rest. I agree. We should all use this time to prepare for tomorrow. There was still a twinge of uncertainty lurking in the gymnasium, but we dispersed to our rooms before it could take root and grow into anything unmanageable. Our secret past, our private memories. Words meant to remind us of our connection to the outside world. To be honest, what Monokuma said didn't really resonate with me. I couldn't even imagine a situation where someone would take another's lives over something like that. But the world doesn't always operate with as much optimism as I do. So with my nerves relatively calm and relaxed, I must be really exhausted or something because I'm crazy sleepy right now. I drifted off to sleep, in blissful ignorance of the tragedy unfolding at that very moment. Hey, do you have a minute to spare and an ear to lend? I'd like to talk about how I view the world as a whole. Or, to put it another way, the difference between being active and passive. Take, for example, the words killed and murdered. It's surprising how many people don't understand the difference between the two. Killing someone and murdering someone are two completely different things. Do you know what I mean? Anyone can kill someone, but very few people can commit murder. It's so much more different than taking action based on clear-headed judgment than it is to act on emotion. You need to have determination. So what am I trying to say? I have no idea either. Read between the lines. Oh dear Lord, that would scare me to death if the bear was on top of me when I woke up. Woo! Good morning. Gah! You never let me down. That was a perfect reaction. What the hell? Why are you here? I'm trying something new. Instead of using the PA system, I came to wake you up myself. But why? Because it's fun. And since I'm here, there's something I want to tell you, which would be, aren't you a bit too relaxed? I mean, word around the water cooler is something happened to one of your buddy classmates. Huh? What's the matter? You look like someone tried to chop your head off with a dull axe and gave up halfway. Something happened? What do you mean something happened? Figuring that out is your responsibility. Good luck. Something happened to someone? Does he mean... No, that's not possible. There's absolutely no way, but what if? No, speculating isn't going to get me anywhere. The best thing to do right now is to get my butt to the cafeteria. There you are. You alright, dude? Did you come here because of what Monokuma said? Hagikure, Ashahina, Ugami, and Togami. Just you four? Where are the others? Either they've gone to verify what Monokuma said, or they got caught up in the something he mentioned. Something? Perhaps. Another murder has taken place. That was the first thing that came to mind listening to Monokuma talk, the worst case scenario, and being the absolute worst possibility, I eliminated it right away. If so, then it's cause of yesterday? No way, over a stupid memory? Stupid? I wouldn't be so sure about that. There must have been someone who thought otherwise. What? Do you have any idea how dangerous it is to assume everyone views the world through your eyes? You could have said something about that yesterday. Do you have the memory of a goldfish? This is king of the castle, not everyone shares the castle. I gain nothing from going out of my way to throw you a lifesaver. Are you still going on about that crap? Something's not right upstairs, dude. True is truth. I think he might be brainwashed or something. Rather than squabbling, we should be trying to figure out what it is Monokuma said happened. I concur. We'll split up and search the building. Let's get going. Alright, we'll leave the cafeteria here. They said something happened upstairs, so I'm gonna go to the new floor here. Whoop, whoop, come on. Yeah, nailed it. doesn't really look like there's anything in here to check. Hey! Cha-ching! Alright, doesn't look like anything happened in the classroom. I guess this is a natural place for something to happen. So he's already looked there. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Go search somewhere else. Well, there is a classroom. In the side here. What did I use the 50 coins on? Presents. I think that's the only thing you can buy with coins. Presents to get people's affection up so I can learn more skills. And such. Nothing really in here either. Huh. I don't really think there's anything on this floor. Nothing. Oh, the pool. I didn't think about the pool. Let's see. Huh? The door is unlocked. I thought you had to use your Electro ID to open this. For investigative purposes, the doors have been unlocked. Please explore to your heart's content. Investigative purposes? I expected as much. Togami. From the way Monokuma was talking, there's no doubt that the murder has taken place. That changing room over there is suspicious. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious. It doesn't look like anyone's checked that changing room yet. Let's look around the women's room first. Togami was muttering, almost like he was talking to himself. And, without waiting for me to respond, he placed his hand on the door to the woman's changing room. The door slid open without a sound. And then time stopped dead in its tracks. Huh? It took several moments for my mind to process the scene it was witnessing and accept it as reality. As soon as it finished processing, a scream came hurtling from my mouth entirely of its own will. I did not see that coming. I tried to hold back as hard as I possibly could, but it was a futile effort. Screams burst forth from somewhere deep inside of me like a perpetually erupting geyser. His reaction, however, was almost the polar opposite of mine. This is curious, wouldn't you agree? Togami was calm, composed, as if talking about something he saw on TV. Look at her. Fujisaki's been crucified. And the bloody writing on the wall. Bloodbath fever? What an excessively cruel way to kill someone, wouldn't you agree? She's dead. How could it be anything but cruel? That's not what I'm talking about. The murder is far too brutally demented to have been committed by an amateur. This isn't like when Miyazano was murdered in a fit of desperation and self-preservation. It's almost like the killer derived pleasure from killing her. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? My confused, rattled mind was unable to comprehend what he was trying to say right away, nor was it given the time to attempt it. Hey, what's with all the... Fujisaki! We got a corpse here. We'll be holding a class trial pretty soon, so make good use of the time you've got. What was that? Right, you were unconscious when it happened last time. That was a corpse discovery announcement. When 3 or more people find a dead body, the announcement is triggered to alert the others. Apparently, it's his way of ensuring everyone has a fair chance at finding the killer. A fair chance at finding the culprit? A corpse discovery announcement? Does that mean Fujisaki is... Yes, she's dead. Before you start howling, how about you go find the others? It looks like another round is about to begin. Another round of this life and death game of Clue. Ishimura flew out of the changing room. I don't think it took very long for him to find everyone and bring them back. But my sense of time was all out of whack. In any case, the next thing I noticed was the unrestrained fear, anger, and confusion on their faces. As they stood around, Fujisaki's body bolted to the floor like so many pillars. Curses, I could not protect her. Yet another soldier has fallen victim. And so, it begins again. Whoa. Whoa. What the hell is this? A dream, 'tis a dream, 'tis all but a dream. I have yet to break free of the womb. I have no recollection of my birth. Gah! How obnoxious. There's something I want to look at before I examine the dumbbells. Probably hurt? Hold on. The wall comes first. What? I mentioned this once already. There's writing on the wall. Literally. Writing on the wall? The phrase, bloodbath fever, is written on the wall in blood. It's not a dying message, but it is extremely strange. I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. Bloodbath fever written in blood. A villainous homicidal maniac who, with a brutally demented modus operandi. He always leaves a message written in the victim's blood, bloodbath fever. He chooses his victims at random and without warning. Even the police can't find a pattern. The internet has dubbed the suspect of these serial case murders Genocider Shue. Dude! Genocider Shue, the homicidal maniac who has the public in a fury. His MO is brutal and demented. There are no words to describe how maniacal and perverse he is. So someone mimicked... Ah, man, this is gonna get rough. Genocider Shue's murders? But why? Either that, or this is the work of the real Genocider Shue. The real thing? You mean one of us is Genocider Shue? I'm more in awe at how many loose screws one would need to come up with a phrase like bloodbath fever. Indeed, there's nothing more problematic than a mentally unstable killer. Hey, what now? It's Fukuwa. Raised her arm to point at the changing room door. Ah! And there stood Fukuwa, having arrived after everyone else. No, why? Thud. She collapsed, dude, and I did not like that sound she made when she did. Fukuwa. Hina rushed over to Fukuwa's fallen body and began shaking her shoulders. Are you okay? Hang in there. I do seem to recall her mentioning the fact that the sight of blood caused her to pass out. Hemophobia. She must not be able to watch horror movies. Isn't this, like, kind of a problem, dude? Sleeping outside your room against the rules. Sleeping outside your room's against the rules, ain't it? She should be safe. The rules only prohibit deliberate use of any other room to sleep. Well, passing out ain't deliberate. So I'd say we're A-okay here. Can you hear me? Hey, is anybody in there? Almost as if in response to her words, Fukuwa jumped to her feet. She jumped to her feet. but the strange absurdity of her motion knocked me speechless. She leapt straight up while still lying down, changed her orientation in the air, and landed on her feet. Her movements were ridiculous and unnatural, and they paid no heed to human anatomy. Huh? What? Sorry, I was so surprised I blacked out. That happens, you know, or is it just me? Fukuwa, are you alright? Totally fine, totally fine. Hey, it's a body. Look instead. Waha. Yeah, she hit her head pretty bad, dude. This world is made up of fronts and backs. 9 fronts and 9 backs, like truths and lies. You're kind of scaring me, and you're not talking like usual either. Don't worry about it. Actually, I'd call it a stroke of good luck that I don't have that accursed stuttering anymore. Stutter anymore. Ugh. Aha! I figured it out. You are not okay. Your eyes are strangely vacant. It would probably be best to escort her to her room. I'll do it, but would anyone give me a hand? Did someone ask for a hand? What do you say, Ishimura? What? I've been ignored. Alright then. You take care of her, and the rest of us will get started on the investigation. Does anybody have a problem with Ugami and Uwada handling security like last time? Hold on, wait. First off, investigation? This wasn't the work of the Puppet Master. The last one should have made that perfectly clear. Fujisaki was unquestionably murdered by one of us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Bingo! But there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly normal. I mean, those are the rules for graduation. Then it happened again? You're saying it happened again? That one of us? One of us killed? One of us killed our friends? Oh, you're getting scared again? Damn, man. You've all got some tiny-ass balls in here. Is that tiny, too? Should we compare? Not that I actually have one. Enough fooling around. You came to give us something, didn't you? I most certainly did. You should be getting used to this by now. I've got copies of the Monokuma File 2 for everyone. Alrighty then, catch you cats later. Best of luck with your investigation. Investigation? You mean we have to go through that again? We have to examine our friend's body? We have to suspect one another? I can't do it. I can't handle going through that again. I'm with Hina. I don't want to do it. I'm out of here. And where would you go? You cannot escape from this. How about you get the hell over it already? Blood is just liquid, and a dead body is nothing but an object. Well, aren't you Mr. Gung-Ho? And why the hell wouldn't I be? I'm dead if I don't figure out who killed her. Well, yeah, you're right, but I need time to... What? You want to die too? Then do it, and do it quick. You're wasting precious oxygen. You just call that body an object? That kid, Fujisaki's not a fucking object, and I will not let you get away with your disrespect. Don't jump down each other's throats. Tagami isn't necessarily incorrect. Kirigiri. Our lives are in danger if we don't solve this murder and find out who killed Fujisaki. And if Tagami's theory is correct, and genocide or Shue really is the culprit, we could have more bodies on our hands if we don't do something. Not just more bodies, we could all potentially become victims. No, fear not, fear not. For our academic coliseum, a single villain is allowed to kill a maximum of 2 people. Huh? Was that in the rules? As of right now, it sure is. If one person went around killing a bunch of people, you guys wouldn't get to enjoy life here very long. The school's rules have been modified. Then why not set the limit to 1? Cause as far as mystery stories go, serial killer on the loose in an academy has a nice ring to it. 1 victim does not a serial killing make. Farewell for real this time. I'll be seeing you guys soon for the class trial. I don't much understand his logic, but if 2 is the limit, then that means at most 1 more of us could fall victim to the killer. What a shame that would be. We'd best find the culprit before that happens, then. You can shut your fucking trap. Anyway, me and Ishimura are going to escort Fukuwa to her room. We should get started on the investigation too. We don't have time to waste dilly-dallying. If we cannot ascertain who murdered Fujisaki, the rest of us will be executed in their place. She's right. I hate this. I don't want to do it, but I want to stay alive. I want to make it through this with everyone. I have no other choice. First, I should see what the Monokuma file has to say. Victim, Fujisaki. Time of death, 2 a.m. The corpse was discovered in the women's changing room on the second floor of the school zone. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Death occurred instantaneously. That's all the information he's giving us. Complaining isn't going to get me anywhere, though. Whether I like it or not, I've got to do this. Hey, you have a second? Huh? You need me for something? Of course. How dull would your life be if you were never needed? Alright, what can I do for you? Help with my investigation, huh? I'm enlisting your aid. The aid of a man who solved Maizano's murder. Solved? I chose you because you were someone I can make good use of. You will help my investigation. He's pressuring me pretty hard for what I thought was supposed to be a request. Let's begin. Come on. Shut up and get to it. We don't have time to screw around. I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but it looks like Tagami and I are working together or something.